Hi, happy full moon. The full moon in Scorpio every year is one of my very favorite full moons. So I'm here to offer a guided meditation to help you really capture and feel and harness the energies that are supported in the cosmos right now and that are getting reflected back to us with the brilliance of this moon. It's happening on Monday, April 26th at about 9:30ish Mountain Time. But it's just energetic. It's not a specific timeline thing when it comes to the energies in the cosmos. There is a strengthening and a concentration of this energy at that time, but you can still do this meditation anytime. You can connect it to the full moon itself and do it in the days following the full moon if you miss it on the actual day. Or you can do this meditation anytime you want to do a guided practice in some release, and especially releasing old patterns, old energies that no longer serve you. That's, I believe, the theme that will be coming through. And before I get started, I wanted to say a little bit about how I, just kind of how I operate in the world and how I channel these guided meditations. Because I am trained in psychology and I come from that kind of clinical background in that place, and because my general life philosophy of, the reason we're really here as humans on the planet is for soul growth, I do tend to go really deep pretty quick with a lot of the meditations, and it is oftentimes asking you to do the same and to really look at yourself, really look at the places that are showing up inside of you for healing and for growth. So that can lead to some central nervous system activation. And I just wanted to remind you to self-care. So maybe even pause this video before you go any further and make sure that you're in a space that feels really secure. Gather resources around you. Have some water, some tea. Be ready to support yourself with any whether it's the woo stuff like the crystals and the oils and the things that make us really be able to connect in with these energies and to heal and come back from anything that is triggering, or whether it's the nervous system tools that come from the somatic psychotherapy world. I do have some videos on my Root Wellness Studio YouTube account about nervous system tools. But two of my quick favorites to teach you really quick in case anything comes up is to tuck your chin and hold your high heart, and to do that for at least 2 minutes. Our systems have a 90-second scanning mechanism, so if we can override that with calm, kind of a relaxation of the vagus nerve and looking down and having our chin in a forward fold, connecting to the high heart, then that usually will help the activation kind of pass and move through. The other one is bilateral, so using one hand and pinching your ears. Actually, I have earrings on today, I don't usually. And going back and forth, just pinching it enough that you kind of get the attention of your mind, and that will help kind of integrate the hemispheres in a way that will calm the nervous system. So I'm going to go ahead and start in with the meditation. If you'd like to come into a seated, standing, or lying down position, it really doesn't matter, whatever feels the best to you and your body. The most important thing always, 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 always is listening very deeply to yourself. So there's some music for this. Close your eyes and come into a centered connection with your own energies, your own body, your own energy field and space. Let yourself settle and arrive into this present moment connection, just allowing your awareness to move through somatic, body-based sensation, or any other sensory experience that's capturing your attention. Dropping in any way that comes naturally for you. Maybe connecting with your breathing or your breath, if that's something that feels like a resource and a place to connect. And this time it's very much supported to really feel yourself in your body. So if you're standing, and maybe even if you're sitting, if there's any natural sway or natural movement that's coming through, just let the body lead the way through that. Really letting your awareness tune to the sensations in the body as the most important thing in this moment and in this phase of the moon for the next lunar cycle, the next 28-ish days. Really letting yourself tune in deeply into the body and feel the sensations that are there. Feel any emotion or any wisdom, any information that arises, and let that be your most important connection, your deepest knowing. This is where we find our sense of security and inner trust in existing and being is found within our own body, especially through the central channel of the energy field. And from this place of connection and centered awareness in the body, it becomes clear. The contrast is so obvious to see, sense, notice, feel the patterns that you no longer need to be in your life, whatever those are, whatever that means to you. Take a moment to see the patterns, feel, sense, know the patterns, or one major pattern, something that is no longer holding you in your highest and best good in your life. And there's energy for that to just dissolve, which can feel scary and unnerving anytime there's a big shift or a big change that can throw us off, but you come back to your internal sense of security and your breathing. Full moons are always about release, but this one in particular has such strength behind a huge release of things that are probably energies, patterns that have been with us beyond and before this lifetime. So you might not even know or understand what's happening in you and for you right now, but there is such a great healing, a lifting, a dissolving of energies that no longer serve you. Just let that go. You may even shake or shudder your body as you do that. And let yourself really tune in with the space that's left as you release whatever this is for you. There's space being created within and inside of you. That space can also feel like a slowing down of time. It can feel like an opening up. It can feel like a loosening, a flow of energy. You might even be able to see or feel a sphere of light that's holding itself open to hold something new for you. And you may even have something that you'd like to place right inside of that sphere right now. But I encourage you to be patient. The energies are about trusting the timing, sitting still, reflecting, releasing more patterning, breathing into and sitting with that space that you're creating so that you can trust the timing. Sit still long enough in the coming lunar cycle to really let your nervous system calm. We are all still healing and coming through this recovery period as we start to lift out of the deepest stress points of the pandemic, but there's still plenty of collective trauma happening around us. Planetary stress, planetary toxins energetically. There's also a lot of space for recovery before the resilience. Coming back to breathing and sensing any sensations that come up within you. Your body and your energy field are giving you more information, more wisdom about these patterns. Don't think, don't ask questions, just let the patterns rise up in your visual mind and your sensory perceptions, and let yourself just dissolve those with your focused mind, your focused awareness. There's so much higher vibrational, really strong energy holding this group. Anybody listening to this meditation has access at any time to this strong support coming from higher beings, higher guides in the cosmos, I don't know, that are just allowing this to dissolve so quickly. The more you keep your mind, your thinking mind out of it. Stay in your body, stay in the flow, move and breathe. Dissolve. And then sit still with the space that is left. And trust the timing. Trust the timing. I'll leave you here in this meditation. Feel free to carry on, especially feeling a higher vibration of energy start to fill up your whole body and your whole field. And you can come back and repeat this as a guided meditation anytime.